Hello and welcome to the Critically Clueless. I'm the Monk and today we are going to be reviewing ORD. O-R-D. I've no idea if I'm pronouncing that right, but that's what it says. So, a unique take on text adventure game with minimalist use of words, visuals and sound. Play unique stories with 3 words only. ORD will make you laugh and cry through its original approach to narrative and game design. This game has been developed by Stuffed Wombat and published by Mojo Games, who actually sent me a key for this game, so a big thank you for doing so. This game is currently on the PC, Xbox, PlayStation and the Switch, and will currently set you back at just £1.50. or around that depending on where or how you're actually buying this game. Either way, it's pretty cheap. So that's all the factoids about this game. You basically play through 5 unique stories, and yes, it really is just 3 words at a time. The game often gives you a word and then you can choose your response to it. So, for instance, bank, customers, employees. You pick. You get another response and then again, queuing, join, skip, and so on. It really is that simple, and depending on what you pick, it depends on what comes next. Like for instance, my first 5 minutes playing this game, the options were alarm, snooze, or wake. I chose snooze for about 5 minutes to see, what would happen. And although I got an achievement, unfortunately to progress the story, I needed to wake. So I was a little bit disappointed about that. This is a unique game though, and it's an interesting one. Now the write-up says it will make you laugh and cry. It didn't do either of those things for me. I didn't laugh nor did I cry. But I did find it a little bit interesting, and considering how cheap it is, I think this game may actually be worth a look. Now, I wish there was a few more stories. I would prefer it to be voice acted, because I say that about all the indie games I play. I really do think that knocks it up to the next level. Sound wise, there really isn't too much to talk about. And again, visually, there is absolutely nothing to talk about. My favourite story is the one that you are looking at right now. It's to do with a heist, and I am robbing a bank. And you've got a few different options here about, how to do so and how to escape, and really what goes on from there. And when you get something wrong, you can always go back and do it again. Sometimes, like the dimensional story, that was an interesting one where I had to do something in a certain order in order to actually trigger the main story to actually happen. And it's something that I missed the first time, or the first 2 times I believe, of me actually playing it. It was all to do with reading an email. I believe it was spam or something like that, but I needed to reply to it in a certain way, and so I missed that for a little minute. But it's definitely an interesting game that I feel like this game could be done again. I could definitely see a sequel taking place again. This is a very interesting story, and obviously, there's no visuals to really look at. There is only ever 3 words on the screen, but it's definitely replayable. There are 5 stories to go over, and they are each unique and enjoyable. This definitely isn't the best game that I've played all year, but it is one that I can recommend, especially for the price, to pick up and have a go, because it's a different one. It's definitely one that I wouldn't necessarily see made. I wouldn't necessarily expect to have played, but after actually giving this game a go, I can say that I did actually enjoy it. And this game does everything it sets out to do. It's an engaging experience, and it tells a story. It manages to tell a story using only ever 3 words on the screen at once, which really should be commended. So I give this game a 5 out of 10. That is a very respectable score considering, but I mean, really, considering this game isn't trying to be something it's not, I really can't downvote it on anything. You know, this game sets out to do something and it accomplishes it really well. Unfortunately, there isn't terribly too much more to this game. I personally, you know, I would want a little bit more from games that I play, but I can definitely see that this game can appeal to people out there. And like I keep saying, the price for this game, it's only £1.49, £1.50. You know, it's a really good price game, and I think it's worth a try. So if you do pick up this game, and if you do have a go at it, let me know down in the comments what you think of it, or even if you would actually play this game yourself. Now, I've played a few of these games this year. I think we're approaching 5 or 6 games, you know, narrative story games that I've played this year, and this is the most unique out of all of them that I've played. That's not necessarily a good thing, not necessarily a bad thing, but you know, it is definitely the most unique storytelling game I've played all year. So let me know down in the comments what you think of what I am showing you right now. And anyway, I've been a Monk, and we've been a Critically Curious, and guys, I'll see you in the next video real soon.